Bush at the DF Dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stare to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the Cowboy Jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Watch yours. Pull up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5 green strongs. Left a little room cause it's quest for the six. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep reppin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the #1 fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit to the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine.
What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, and we live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? It is your boy West Coast, man. One of the members of UnCut Cowboy, man, and we are here to bring you guys your Cowboys dose of Cowboys content, man. I got the other platforms on, but I also got the Big Time Show in the building. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm gonna start taking it personal. He don't do no drop when I say West Coast Cowboy. All right, I'm about to say now. You know what I'm saying? You know how they start moving their head, that wiggle.
That boy, that crazy, man. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Top of the morning to some of you guys, but if you're on the East Coast, it's good afternoon. What's up with everybody? We worldwide. We so bad, we in 2 or 3 different time zones right now. We got folks international West that's watching right now. I don't even know what time it is in Italy, but whatever time it is, what's going on over there? Glad to see you guys again on the day. Hope everybody had a great Father's Day. All the brothers that are on here now, and hey, guess what? Right back to action. Here we come.
What it does. Hey, shout out real quick. It'll be crazy. Hey, can you tell them what jersey number you wearing, man? Because so we ain't even 45 minutes ago, we ain't asking.
All right. This is a special one. This one here is the Dallas Cowboys of the Century jersey that I had made a long time ago. So this jersey here is 12, the number 12, 8, 22, and number 88. So the Dallas Cowboys of the Century. This is 4 people on the back. I don't want to get up, but it say Dallas Cowboys across the century across my back. Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith, and you can pick your choice of 8-8, but it's only between Drew Pearson and Michael Irvin. Me, I say Michael Irvin. That's what that is.
And you know what? I have a conversation, and we're going to start with this jersey, but I got to do my regulatory stuff. But I got a conversation. Please remind me when I finish this to come back to that jersey.
All
right, here we go. Hey, real quick, I want to shout out to everybody that's watching. Special shout out to my people over there watching on HTM Sports. Hey, man, my boy has a raffle going out. Remember, all super chats that are given on HTM Sports in increments of $5 will put you in a raffle to go home with a Dallas Cowboy jersey.
Yeah.
We got all sizes, small through 10X. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what size you got, we got you. You feel me? All you got to do is send your Cash App or send your $5 to HTM, and you will get entered in that. Also, when he's not on this show, do me a favor. If you send more than $5 on Cash App, Facebook, or any of them platforms that are his, Please screenshot and inbox those to ensure that you don't get missed. That's all I'm asking. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that right now. Get caught doing the right thing. Be proud that you support even when we not on, because we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? But hey, while we are on here right now,
do me a favor, Wes. Do me a favor. I don't know. Say that Cash App again, because some people on my channels may not know that. They see mine. I don't want y'all to get confused. Do not send the $5 to me, because if you do, well, you can, but I need you to put it in the note section saying for a drawing, and then I'll transfer it over to Henny if that's what y'all want to do. But if not, just get Henny's Cash App and they'll sell it out. All right.
Yes, sir. Hey, somebody put that in the comment box too, because his platform is live, and you know what? I'm gonna start making sure I get that too, so I can add his too. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to support the content creators who are currently on this show right here, your boy West Coast Cowboy and the Big Time Show, all you got to do is hit those Cash Apps that are right there at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? There are those things in the grazine. You know what I'm saying? Hit that, and once you do that, please let me know, and I will add you to the Sizane. You know what I'm saying? I'm spitting bars this morning. I'm gonna add you to the show so that you can get some love. You dig? Make sure you.
I feel like I'm on the Brady Bunch for some reason. You got your square up there. Here's a story of a guy named West Coast. Looking over West Coast. Hey.
Hey, I got enough kids, man. I got 4. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I got enough kids. I do got enough kids. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott, he got a gang of kids too. You know what I'm saying? He got a gang of kids, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Some of his kids right now is in this NFC East, and we about to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But before we do that, we got 91 people. I need every single person on here that is watching. I need every single person on here right now to hit that share button. Hit that share button. We got West Coast Cowboy Facebook Live. We got the Big Time Show live right now on Facebook. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that share button. Then in Twitter, my X'd out Cowboys, my Twiggers. I got the Big Time Show, Douglas Brooks Jr. on there live. He got his whole name on there. We got West Coast Cowboy on there live. Appreciate you. Then on YouTube, we got West Coast Cowboy, HTM Sports, and the Big Time Show all live on YouTube. Then on Twitch, we got West Coast Cowboy and then the Big Time _73. So appreciate all the platforms. We represented by 5 different platforms. 2, 4, 6, 8. 9.
We're also on my Instagram.
Oh yeah, we're live on my Instagram too. We're live on
both our Instagram.
Thank you for reminding me that, because I got Stargazer.
Man, I just forgot I had put it on there too on mine.
Yeah, I got Stargazer Sports over there right now. What's up?
I got 3 people on mine right now. What's up, my fraternity brother on here, Daniel, and I don't know this handle, but thanks for popping in.
Man, your Instagram way more cracking than mine. I can dig it though. I got Gwendolyn Harris over here. I got Stargazer. Hey, Stargazer, if you ever open to do some content around this time, holla at me. If you free, I'll send you a link right now. You know how it be. Hit me in my inbox on Facebook. I got a rule, and that is if you're a content creator and you watching my show and you on your computer and you able to jump in, I'm sliding you in. You know the rule. What's up, AJ? What up with you, AJ? I see you, sir. Jackie Smith, what's up with you, Jackie Smith? I see you over here on Instagram, another person I recognize. My boy sends me something every day, some type of encouragement every single day, and I appreciate you for that. Dig. Hey, real quick, we are also trying to get live on TikTok, right? But in order to get live on TikTok, you got to have 10,000 followers. Now, I've been live on TikTok several times. I've done this several times with TikTok, and that's usually use a platform. I've been on TikTok several times, and they got a bunch of fake profiles. Please take a screenshot of this right here, and that is my actual TikTok. Yes, I need everybody right now to take a screenshot of that right now. 1, 2, 3. Everybody take a screenshot. After everybody's taking a screenshot now, I need you guys to, at some point, I need you to go on, take that screenshot, and I need you to copy that link, and I need you to go on and follow me on my actual TikTok account. I'm going to grow that account so that I can get it to 10,000. When I get to 10,000, I'll be able to then put these shows on TikTok. I can't put them on there right now. I'm trying to get 10,000 followers. I can go live on my phone, but I can't go live on a computer, which is weird because you would think a computer is better than actually going on your phone. You can do anything with your phone. Rob a bank and go live. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But yeah, they're weird. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, anywho, make
I
sure
got a long way to go on my TikTok. I think I got only about. That's because I don't spend a lot of time on it. I think I only got about 360 people that follow me on that. I really don't do a lot on there, but put videos on there. That's the only thing I do. But man, 10,000
I
to
know,
go
right?
live. That's woo.
Well, it's 1,000 to go live on your phone. It's 10,000 to use a program.
Oh, okay. Well, I
Which
need to
is
put mine up to try to get 1,000 in.
Yeah, I know. That's you know what I'm saying. That's so you can at least go live on your phone. But that's why I said it's weird
Yeah.
because if anything, I would think it's safer to let someone go live on their computer versus letting them go live on their phone. Because with a phone, you could go live anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
True. True.
All right. Hey, last thing I'm gonna say before we get into the content is this: if you want to support your boy West Coast throughout this show, make sure you guys hit that Cash App right there. That is my Cash App. All you got to do is screenshot that thing right there. Once you screenshot that, you have my Cash App forever.
Yeah, there you go.
You have my Cash App forever. So make sure if you haven't already, hit that star button, hit that share button, and then hit that Cash App. You feel me?
Sir.
All right, so let's go, man.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's jump
Let's
right
make some people mad. How about that?
So, yo, we had Father's Day yesterday.
Yeah.
Salute to all the dads.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day to you, OG.
Appreciate you, brother. It was nice. It was very nice.
See, when you're a good father, you can tell someone Happy Father's Day every day because they do their job every day. You know what I'm saying?
Daily. Got no choice.
If you only a father on Father's Day, guess what? I can't even tell you Happy Father's Day today.
Yeah.
So shout out to all the real daddies that father every day, like Dak Prescott. Not Father's Day in September, October, November, December. Father's Day is in June. But it seemed like he always be fathering the NFC East. What I mean by fathering the NFC East is this. Dak Prescott has now played in 40 games. 40 games. 40 games in the NFC East. 40 games in the NFC East in his division. He is currently, put this in the comment box, 32-8. 32-8.
That sounds pretty good, don't it? I mean, I know there's a lot of hate for Dak, but 32-8. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. I can I interest you in 32-8? I mean, I know you wanted to be 40-0, but 32-8. That's pretty good, Wes. I'm sorry. I think that's pretty good.
That's beyond good.
Okay.
Like, let's just be real, man. When you 32-8, 32-8, that is your division.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, this show is what it really realized is this. Father's Day, Father's Day really make people realize for one day, dang, dads might actually be important. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about today why Dak might be important to this family. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, shout out to my boy YL. What up with you, man? Dallas Cowboy official MC. What's up with you, boy? I see you on there. So yeah, man, we're gonna talk about why he's so important to us. You know what I'm saying?
To the Cowboys.
To this family.
Okay.
To this family.
Just to this family.
To this family. Because like I say, some of us realized yesterday, dang, having a dad is kind of important. It's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though dad, hey, shout out, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you this though. Real dads paid for their meal yesterday though. In some way.
You got that right. You got that right.
Hey, salute to all the real dads that paid for their home meal yesterday. Paid for everything on Father's Day. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, but they did. Somebody else did swipe their card.
They swiped the card. You know what I'm saying?
But it came out the checking account that was linked to the account that said West Coast Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. You won, but you lost.
Yeah. So, yo, what are your thoughts on this 32-8, man? The advantages. One of the advantages is this, man. It almost guarantees you what? That means 32-8. That's almost like telling yourself that, man, you are not only dominant in your division, but there are teams that are flat out not beating you for years to come. There are years that are there are teams like the Giants who haven't beat you in how many years?
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? You're only thinking about this. Your first goal in any NFL season is to win your division, not to win the Super Bowl, because typically if you don't win your division, you probably won't get into playoffs, and your only chance of getting into the playoffs is via wild card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're 32-8 in a division, that is sheer dominance, man.
Yeah.
That's averaging one loss in your division a year. He's only
there you go.
He's only been in the league 9 years.
There you go.
That means on average he's losing one divisional game a year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So let's get it right from the beginning with the facts first before I get a little opinionated. But my opinion is going to be based off facts. That's 6 games a year. You got 17 weeks. 6 games a year. And the interesting thing about 32-8, that's his career record in the NFC East. What'll be interesting to know is what is it probably be his record for the last 3 to 4 years against the NFC East. And I guarantee you it's going to be crazy because let's just be real. He has not lost to really anybody. And yes, that includes the Philadelphia Eagles, which he has a dominant record against them as well. So it's important. What the brilliance of Dak Prescott, and I did say the brilliance, is this. To be 32-8 and you factor in that a lot of these teams, particularly the Washington team and the Giants, they have switched coaches, which means you bring a new, staff in. In particular, you bring in a new defensive coordinator, and despite all the coaching changes, in spite of all of the different, coordinators every year, he still takes care of the business and beats them. So you can't deny, 32-8 overall. If you look at his record, probably the last 3 to 4 years, Washington and Washington and the Giants really ain't done anything to us. Our biggest threat has been Philadelphia, and he practically owns them. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, y'all know that. We don't lose to Philly but once. The last couple of years we lose at their house, but then they come to Dallas and we blow the brakes off of them quickly. So it's important to know it's a psychological edge too, because those teams know his record as well. And they know, to be honest with you, when you come to Dallas for sure, the chances of you beating Dak in Dallas is just about slim to none, to be honest with you. So 32-8, in my memory, y'all, a lot of people used to say the NFC East is the weakest division in football. It was a lie all the time because the AFC East with Tom Brady in there was the weakest division alive. Miami won nothing, Buffalo won nothing, and the Jets weren't nothing. Tom Brady won their division 20 years straight. Wasn't nobody in there.
Think about this. If you look at the quarterbacks that Dak had to play in his division versus the quarterbacks that Tom Brady has to play.
Nobody. It's not even a conversation.
Because you got the best. Listen to me. Dak Prescott has to play against a guy who was voted an MVP candidate as himself. Who is that? Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. If you go back, Eli Manning is in there. Eli Manning's going to be in the Hall of Fame one day.
2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. So it's not even a comparison. So when you start talking about, once you really go back, a lot of y'all say Kirk Cousins is better than Dak. Well, they mean he had to see Kirk Cousins too. Okay? So since y'all say that, Philadelphia won a world championship in there. You got to give them credit for that. Jalen, Foles, whoever else you want to throw up, good coach. A good coach in Peterson, that's coaching the Jaguars now. He's had to deal with some pretty good coaches over the years. When you start talking about Coughlin, is Coughlin there? Maybe no, Coughlin.
Hey, real quick, shout out to I just want to get his Cash App. So shout out to
Coach.
Hey, that's Coach Marv.
That's Coach Marv. Oh yeah.
Appreciate you, Coach Marv. Appreciate you, sir. You're a real Cowboy fan. Appreciate you. Hey, man, just trying to show y'all some love. Thank you for the $5 cash app.
Appreciate you, Coach. But to just before I just drop it off the West, it's nothing to talk about when you're 32-8. I mean, what we gonna concentrate on the 8 losses that he had? I mean, that's what y'all want to do. I know, but you can't dismiss the Cowboys are the beast of the NFC East. It's just the bottom line. It's not even a talk about it. But I'm quite sure some folks gonna say, "Well, they didn't play nobody." Well, you didn't say that when Tom Brady was beating up the AFC East all those years with nobody in there. Teams wouldn't even have a 500 record. And the Patriots was just running it off. And I'm saying, like, nobody said, well, the AFC East is the weakest division in football. No, they always said because the Cowboys were winning. They were saying that this is the weakest division in the league, which was a lie in the first place. So it just goes beyond saying Dak is dominant in the NFC East. There ain't no question about that.
Yep. So I mean, this is what I say too, man. This is what I say. It's like this. If your first goal is to win your division, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got to remember, if you do not win your division, it is even harder to get in the playoffs, almost impossible to get in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So that always has to be your first goal coming into any NFL season. So and I think the Dak Prescott, it's like he gives you that. It's not, there's no guarantees in life at all. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get this up real quick. There's no guarantees in life, but I will say that there is a guarantee is this. With a 32-8 record in your division, that means you got to think like this. How many games do you play in your division each year? 6, right? You play 2, right? That's 6 total games. If you're only losing 1, that means he's almost guaranteeing you 5 wins every year.
Exactly.
Right? And think about this.
Possibly 6.
Possibly 6. With 5 to 6 wins every year, you know what you are? Not a lottery team.
No.
Not a lottery team.
No. You driving probably right there at probably 14.
That's just off your division.
15.
That's just off your. You're gonna get. You can get. Dak is basically saying, "I'm gonna give you 5 wins myself,
Yeah.
myself, off the division." And you got to remember, the division games are technically like 2 games. Why? Because they hold conference. Because if you beat the Giants, that's like beating 2 teams. Why? Because you get the win. You get 2 wins. Why? Because you get the win in the win column, and you get the win in the conference column. Now, if Philadelphia beats the Chargers, they just get the win in the win. They don't get the win in the conference.
Yeah.
So if the Cowboys have a 0.5 in the conference, basically the Cowboys in with the same record as the Eagles do, but we have a better conference record. Guess what? We get the win. The exact same thing that happened this year.
Yeah.
Remember, the Eagles was running away with the division until their real season started. And I tell people last year, the only difference between the Eagles and the Cowboys schedules is this. We had all the hard, tough teams at the beginning. They had them at the end.
That sounds like a familiar thing because that's what's going to happen again this year, right?
Pretty much.
At the beginning, we have a loaded schedule. Philadelphia, I don't pay attention to the schedule, but I know it can't be as rough as ours. But at some point, the schedule for us kind of dies down a little bit. And part of those games are in a couple division games in there. But all of it kind of flows at the end. So, man, you can't deny what you're seeing. You can't deny the record. It is what it is. As we said, he's 32-8. He wins. It is what it is.
Dominates him. That's
he obliterates.
Listen to me. If you said there was a quarterback in his first 40 games was 32-8, you would be like, "That's a really good quarterback."
That's really
that's a really good team.
We're rolling. Yeah,
you're rolling.
Yeah. And that's and what Wes haven't done is tell you, and I apologize because I could have looked it up myself, but when you start talking about that, you have to wonder what is his touchdowns compared to his interceptions against the NFC East. You almost have to ask that question: how many yards does he have? And if you want to really see the domination, that's the stats that you really need to see. I even show you right now. I just looked it up, and without last year's stats. Okay, listen to me. This is not including last year, the year that he led the league in touchdown passes. It really would get worse. I'm talking about before his great year last year. Listen to this. At the time, this is when he was 27-6 against the NFC East, which is just count out last year's stats. He had thrown 60 touchdowns against only 18 interceptions. He had a passer rating of 101.4, 10,241 yards, 78 touchdowns, and 21 interceptions in 40 games. That's it. There's a stat. 10,241 yards, 78 touchdowns.
Put this in the comment. I need somebody to put this in the comment box because this is.
Look at this. This is where he is. Listen, y'all. I'll be talk slow. This is what he's at. 32-8, right? That's the record. 32-8. This is what he's done against the NFC East. 10,241 yards, 78 touchdowns against 21 interceptions in 40 games against the NFC East. He is 12-2 against the New York Giants, 11-2 against the Washington Commanders, and he's 9-4 against the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know what else y'all want. I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
And what's his record versus Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts would be, so that means he would be, is it 3-1?
Because again,
because remember, he didn't play that one game when Cooper Rush played. He was hurt. So this is his record against. He's 3-1 against. I think he's 3-1 against Hurts. He won both games in Dallas. I think he won one in Philly. Or is he 2-2? I don't remember. I have to go back on that. I know he ain't lost to him in Dallas for sure. He beat the brakes off of him in Dallas both times. So. Oh, I'm sorry. It is 3-1 because Jalen didn't play one game.
So against this current regime,
he's 3-1.
3-1.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. Hey, shout out to Dak Attack. He says, "In 4 we can trust." Damn it.
I mean, but did y'all hear that? 78 touchdowns.
Run that back.
I mean, come on now. 78 touchdowns to 18. No, I'm sorry. To 21 interceptions in 40 games. 32-8. That's 40. 78 touchdowns to 21 interceptions. I mean, I guess if you just nitpicking, I guess you could say he threw 21 interceptions because y'all know how y'all are. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give him no credit for the pass. Can I interest you in 101.4 quarterback rating? Can I interest you in that? I mean, hello. I mean, all we're trying to do is say, look, he's dominant against the NFCs. It's no other way to look at it.
Yep, and I'm gonna tell you this right here. On my mama. On my mama, and my mama's a Cowboy fan. I swear for Jesus, one of the most disrespectful thing a woman can ever say to a man is when a man try to really do something nice for you and she be like, well, nobody asked you to, right? It just
it's hard.
Now think about this. OG, triple OG. How you feel when people be like, yeah, Dak is a regular season goated? I'm like, let me figure out a way. Hold up. Let me do this science. Let me figure out a way that I could be a bad quarterback in the regular season, not win games in the regular season, and still make it in the playoffs. or still make it to the playoffs. I always give this example, right? See, we both coach flag football 7-on-7 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we play in two different leagues.
Yeah.
In his league is bigger than my league. They got a bunch of teams, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, if you don't win a certain amount of games, your
Yeah.
season's over at the end of the season. There is no playoffs for you. Why? Because their league is big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My league is more of a developmental league where it's more centered around the kids and not the teams. Right?
Yeah.
They pick certain kids, put them in this league, and then they all play each other.
Yeah.
They have 6 teams in this league. In my league, no matter what you do in the regular season, you can use every game. You still get an invitation to play in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is a coach like myself, what I tell everybody is like, listen, we're going to use the regular season as what? Extended practices. Why? Because everybody's going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So parents, calm down.
Please.
Now in his league, it's a different conversation.
Yeah.
They have to actually win. Why? Because if you're in a league where you got 10, 12 teams and only 6 teams is going to the playoffs, that means the last bottom 4 are doing what? Your ass is not going to the playoffs. Your season's over.
Mm-hmm.
Now, both leagues are good. They both have the same result. We put out good kids.
Mm-hmm.
Difference is his league, bruh, every game, they got to win. There ain't no, oh, we can just play. Because listen to me, in my league, we have a mixture of like developmental, girls that are just getting into the sport too.
Just learn how to catch the ball.
We're just learning how to catch. So it's like, bro, it's like in his league, 21-14, 3 minutes left on the clock. You're not calling a timeout and saying, hey, M-Town, come in. Come get this run real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But in my league, I have to do that. Why?
Yeah.
Because I got to make sure she plays.
Exactly. You got to give her some time.
Now, I want to ask you guys in the NFL, does Dak play in my league, West Coast's league, or does Dak play in Bishop's league? Well, y'all can't call him Bishop. Y'all got to call him Big Time. Y'all don't know him like that. You're talking about y'all know him like that. The Big Time league. Which league does Dak play in? Does he play in West Coast's league where everybody gets to go to the playoffs and it doesn't matter how you get to play, everybody goes. It's more about the players because we want them developed so they can go play tackle. See, my league is built around kids taking them from flag to tackle.
Yeah.
Okay? His league, they're getting nationally ranked and these kids are, it's just a different beast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which league does Dak play in? Because I think maybe people have that misconception. I think people think that Dak plays in my league. Dak don't play in my league, y'all. Dak plays in his league.
Yeah.
Where he don't play good in the regular season. His season is over.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes your season might be over by week 13.
Exactly.
That's
depending on how you done.
There are teams that found out they weren't going to the playoffs week 12.
Exactly.
You're eliminated. What do you do for 5 more games?
Exactly. So I saw some comments in there, and this is what I got a slight problem with, and I got the answers for you. Okay, I got the answers for you. Wes, if you don't mind, go down real quick. You should see Dak delusional.
Okay.
Fans with more excuses. Well, not the one. It's not the one what he talking about. Cooper Rush. It was 5-1. It's a little bit further, but anyway, while Wes is finding, I think he asked the question. He said, "What was Dak's correct? I mean, what was Dak's record during that time against better teams? In other words, you want to bypass." The NFC East, which we just gave you, so you want to go that route. Well, I got it right here for you. His career record during that time, his career record as a starter, which includes, I guess, the NFC East and everybody else. He's 53-25. 3 division titles, 3 Pro Bowl appearances, Rookie of the Year, second team All Pro last year, passing leader in touchdown. I mean, passing leader in touchdowns this year. Again, 53-25 for his career. Did that sound pretty good to you? I'm just
I mean,
53-25, man.
that sounds like Dak. I mean, Dallas Cowboys. Listen to me.
I mean, come on.
NFL is the consummate team sport. But if you can find individuals, like I would think that only like if you go look at guys who have those type of dominant stats, and be guys like Patrick Mahomes. Like think about this, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
We're only judging Dak. You're taking
Against the best.
Against the best and against the ultimate goal. Like, you want to know why you can only judge Dak off he not winning a Super Bowl? Is because that's the only thing left he has to do. Oh my God.
Okay. Now, since
we going there?
I mean that, but see, that's what they will do when they're trying to. They don't want to give Dak the credit, so they got to try to pinpoint. So then he asked the question. I think it was the same guy, and I got it right here because you want to be fair, but you got to be careful when you ask this type of question. He asked and said, "What is Dak Prescott against the winning quarterbacks?" That's what he said. So, in fairness, in context, I got it right here for you. Dak's career record against teams with a winning record is 22-25. Now, before y'all start shouting, you need to cool out for a minute. His record against the teams that finished the season with a winning record is as follows. In 2022, he was 4-1. So you got to go season by season. See, 4-1 against those winning teams. 2021, 5-4. 2020, he was 0-3. 2019, he was 2-6. 2018, he was 3-4. Okay, why you shouting on that? 22-25 against the winning record was a winning record. So then you got to start asking yourself the question. Since we all are comparing him to the greatest of all time now, then you have to start thinking about, the Brady's and the Manning, because that's who y'all comparing him to. You ain't comparing them to the best now. Y'all comparing them to the top-notch folks. And, I know we're talking about a slightly different era. But this is who y'all comparing to. Y'all say he ain't Brady. Y'all say he ain't Breeze. Y'all say he ain't Rodgers. Y'all say this is who y'all comparing him to. And keep in mind, I'll just give you just for context. Peyton Manning, I told you what his record was, right? That 53-25, which equals out to be a 678 winning percentage as a starter against winning team. Tom Brady's record, and I understand he played more years, but as of now, Tom Brady's record was, as of now since he retired, is 73-41, which is a 640 winning percentage.
And he had a way easier division.
And Dak Prescott is right now standing at 67%. Again, I say Tom Brady is at 64%.
Hey, real quick, shout out to the Dak Attack in the comment box, man. Listen to me, man. Everybody always, they always give out love to the GOATs and stuff like this, but man, if I'm the GOAT, I'm gonna tell you this right here. This dude right here is definitely Anthony Edwards. You know what I'm saying? He is definitely a young high flyer that's doing some major content stuff over there on YouTube. So salute to him, man. I be watching this video 3 o'clock in the morning on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? On the toilet. You know what I'm saying? I be watching it. I also be in my car. You know what I'm saying? Smoking, driving, and chilling and watching. So hey, man, you put out some fire content. I love it because it's always unique and it's always based around your opinions and your thoughts of what the Cowboys are doing. So I like that, man. I like you know what I'm saying? I like what you're doing. So if you haven't already, make sure you go follow that dude over there. It's called the Dak Attack. The Dak Attack. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go follow him over there on YouTube.
Yeah. So, when you start talking like that, and you got the right to talk like that, we get to real lot of nitpicking and all that type of stuff. We all know Dak and the Cowboys have struggled against winning teams. But the part that y'all want to say, Case in point, last year's playoff game. In the third quarter, it was 48-16. Dak Prescott does not play safety. He does not play linebacker, defensive tackle, corner. He does not play anything on defense. Nobody wants to say y'all blamed it on Dak, which is your right. But you did not have the same energy about not blaming the defense. They gave up almost 50 points. Nobody don't want to talk about that. So the same way that y'all say Dak ain't this, we really have to go into a lot of different things. We have to actually watch the game and see why Dak scored 30 and then the other team scored 33. You got to factor all that in. I mean, we got to go through a lot of tape to see why he lost against a lot of those teams. Some of the stuff may have been an interception here and there, but I guarantee you, it ain't all on that. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's the truth. But here's the bottom line: he's 53 and 25 as a starter in this league. That's against some good teams and against some bad teams. Every quarterback plays good teams and bad teams. Let's stop it. Let's stop acting like Dak Prescott is the only person that plays bad teams. As y'all love to say, some of you guys in here love to say, well, he do that against garbage can teams. Tom Brady did it against garbage can teams. Peyton Manning did it against garbage teams. Let's stop it, y'all. He's 53 and 25. Translation, that's a good quarterback. Bottom line, 53 and 25. Let me see. Darren Liggins says, how many points did he contribute to for the opposing team with turnovers and pick sixes?
Six.
He did do that, but you can probably count him on over his career, probably one or two hands. That's it. What do you think Peyton Manning did in his rookie year? 20 plus interceptions. Let's not act like Dak Prescott throws for double-digit interceptions every year. Let's stop that.
Y'all crazy.
Let's stop acting like he don't throw for 30 touchdowns at least every single year, as long as he plays the games. Let's not do that. So that's on. Yeah, he contributed with some turnovers and all that, but you can make that same point for everybody. But I understand that since we are talking Cowboys, Manning was clutch, but how long did it take him to get there? How many times did he lose to the Patriots? How many times did he lose to the Patriots before he finally got there? How many times did he lose to Baltimore?
All right, so there you go. This is most wins by QB versus winning team since 2016. Look who is number 3.
Number what?
Dak is number 3.
Who?
He's number 3, behind Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. This is current. This is as of today.
I don't know what is y'all.
This is as of today.
I don't know what is y'all want to know. I mean, the numbers is killing y'all narrative right now.
Now look at this. He has a 64% percentage versus them, 3,694 yards, 7.9 average, 27 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Say that one more time. How many touchdowns?
27 touchdowns and 8 interceptions.
Stop right there. What's y'all want? We saying since 2016. That's the graphics say in 27 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. I mean, I guess y'all want perfection. Maybe that's what the problem is.
Somebody says, but where's my effing Super Bowl? I don't know.
See right there.
Listen to me. Ask Aaron Rodgers, where's his at?
Yeah, go down there and listen again. Where's all the people in there is who don't want Super Bowls since 2016 on their list there?
Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes since 2016. Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady,
Nick Foles, Hello.
I don't know.
Since 2016, Johnny Snacks Since 2016, Aaron Rodgers does have a ring, but that was in 2010. This graphic that you see up here is from 2016, which would be the year when Dak Prescott first started. That's what he's saying. Stafford, thank you, T Smooth. Stafford, you're absolutely right.
But think about this. Listen to me. Matthew Stafford counts, but let's just be real. If Matthew Stafford was in Detroit for 11 years and had one winning season. So miss me with he was clutch. He was clutch when they put him on a super team. Yeah. And then guess what? He couldn't do it. And think about this. In that same year, he led the league in interceptions. Go look at the only quarterback who's won a Super Bowl while leading the league in interceptions. Matthew Stafford did it.
Yeah. I heard somebody say this, and for you current Cowboy fans and all, to now, as much as y'all, some of you don't like Dak, that's fine. But see, I'm old enough to remember a time when the Cowboys weren't consistent in making the playoffs, period. We know we ain't won the Super Bowl. I'm just talking about even just getting to the playoffs, period. 7 times out of 9 years, Dak Prescott has carried his team to the playoffs. Romo didn't do that. I mean, God, we got to go back to Troy Aikman to get that type of consistency. So while you killing them for not winning the Super Bowl or whatever, you still at the same time, we're not used to this consistency over the last almost 10 years. We're not. But one thing you cannot deny the records. Y'all can argue with the opinion. You can't deny it. Since 2016, there's only 2 other quarterbacks that's been better than Dak against winning teams. Patrick Mahomes. And who was the other one with? Was it Aaron Rodgers? Patrick Mahomes. And I think it was Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. Everybody else fall behind Dak. So I don't know what y'all, I guess y'all just say he got to be perfect, which is what I think a lot of people.
You know what's crazy? Dak Prescott. I'm looking at playoffs record right now. I'm looking at playoffs. 1,096 in 7 games. He has 1,962 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Remember, 2 came in 1 game last year.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this. In 7 playoff games, he's been sacked 15 times.
Oh, okay. So now we get now we got to go real knee deep into it because see now you got to start asking yourself the question: how many times in the playoffs did he go to the game with his starting offensive line? I'm just saying. You do realize if you're missing your left tackle, you do know that makes a difference, right? If you're missing your starting guard, and you got a backup guard in, and you're going into the playoffs, you do realize it does make a difference, right? Okay.
Yeah, because that's kind of crazy, man.
So that means that he's covering for a lot of deficiencies that's on the field, because that's what a quarterback can do for you. We done seen it too many times.
Now think about this. Another look at this. Another stat. In 17 games, the Dallas Cowboys gave up he got sacked 39 times last year. In one playoff game, he got sacked 4 times. And guess what? Dak's average, his playoff average, 403. In that game, someone can actually say that there is a different game. Dak is a different quarterback in the playoffs, but there's also a legitimate reason why. Yeah. The Cowboys are not the same team in the playoffs.
No.
They're choosing the worst time to not be able to protect their quarterback.
No. And in the case, since most of y'all are Cowboy fans, and even the people that don't like the Cowboys in
I
here.
literally found this randomly. So if it would have proved something the other way, we would have all found it out together.
Yeah. And then as much as I got Cowboy fans in here, then I got also people that don't like the Cowboy fans in the chat. That's fine. Everybody's there. One thing for sure, everybody watched the Cowboys in their playoff game. All right, check this out. So while a lot of y'all blame Dak, and that's fine, can we also go to the other part and just call it like it is? Could it be that Dan Quinn's scheme produced? Come on now, produced 30+ points like that because he was running the wrong defense too. Come on now. Let's be truthful about the situation. Could it be that also Mike McCarthy and some of his play calls at the beginning when the storm was coming from Green Bay? Could it be that some of the play calls were just absolutely wrong, which produced, if I remember, about 4 straight 3-and-outs? If I remember that, right? 3 or at least 3 straight. And we gave them 3 touchdowns. It's 21-0 starting off. Come on, man. There's a lot of factors that go in that you just can't say, hey, we lost the game because of number 4. That's the reason why. He's the reason why. It's because of him. What about Dan Quinn? Don't worry about him. We supposed to score. We're supposed to score a match from TD for TD. That's come on now. It's more than that. Does Dak play a part of it? Yes. But y'all act like Dak is the judge, jury, and executioner. Some of y'all do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, going into the playoff game last year, I'm gonna tell you, the Dallas Cowboys defense was ranked the 5th best defense in the football for going into the playoff. And I'm just looking at the reason why they ranked us, and we didn't do any of these things in the game. Dallas Cowboys defense ranked 5th in the league in scoring defense. Did we score in that game?
No.
But did the Dallas Cowboy defense give up some points? Hell yeah, they gave up damn near 50 points.
Man,
and didn't give us any other points.
Man, they gave up 3-4 games worth of points in one game.
Listen to me, 5th in yards allowed. Did we look like we were the 5th best team in yards allowed? Means that out of 32 teams, we stopped teams the 5th best. I remember tight end. As soon as I say that, the first thing that comes to my mind is a tight end with a 50-yard touchdown.
Wide open with nobody in the picture. Nobody in the picture.
Wide open.
Nobody in the picture. Oh, let's throw this in. Ladies and gentlemen, since y'all remember this playoff game as well as we do, can I ask you this one question? Did that defense that was 5th ranked, did they stop the run?
No, and think about this, OG. We were tied 12th in takeaways. Did we take the ball away in that game?
Not one time.
And we were tied for sacks. We were 13th in the league in sacks. How many sacks we get to how many times we get to the quarterback in that game?
We didn't touch Jordan Love standing back there before he threw the ball and taking pictures and waving at folks before he threw the ball. Stop it.
So everything that this defense was good at, none of it manifested in the game. Not
none
one of them, bruh. Not one of them.
None of it.
What is that? What are you asking, Dak, bruh? If the defense was going to give up 40 points, Dak needed a different game plan.
Yeah.
We needed to get a game plan.
Again,
it was they were going to give up.
In the third quarter, it was 48-16. Now Dak played defense. I would have a different story. I didn't see him go out there play no cornerback or safety. I didn't see it. So, and Marquise Bell played linebacker. Dak is just about big as he is. So I didn't see him play linebacker as well. So I'm trying to figure out when did the pick 6, was that a part of it? Yes. That was bad play by Dak. Was the interception before that be bad? Yes, it was. But at the same time, even if you take away the pick 6, what's that? You still 41. That's 41 points.
And someone actually asked a question. They said, did the offense look like the 5th best offense? Be honest with you, considering that they stepped on the field down 7-0, yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. Because the Dallas Cowboys offense is not perfect. There is not one perfect offense. There was not one perfect offense in the entire NFL this year. Patrick Mahomes threw interceptions in playoffs this year. So considering your quarterback put up 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, you had two wide receivers go over 100 yards. Your tight end had 93 yards. Yeah, they actually did. 32 points at home. Bro, you're supposed to win that game. Tell me another game where the Dallas Cowboys scored 32 points and did not win. You want to know why? Because you gave up almost 50, bruh.
Before the fourth quarter started.
Philly. That's what we did to Philly.
Before the fourth quarter started, too.
Like, bro, 50 points? 48, y'all. It was 48.
48 to 16.
They needed 2 points to have 50.
Yeah.
Bruh, what is you talking about? Your offense scored 32 points. Yes, they did. 32 points. And I'm going to be honest with you. 32 points, I promise you, that was probably the highest points that a team scored in a game that lost in the playoffs. I guarantee you.
Yeah. No question.
I promise you, nobody else scored 48 points in the playoffs.
At home, too, I mean.
At home. What defense gave up 48 points this year in the playoffs?
At home.
Cowboys.
At home.
At home.
Good Lord.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah. So I see this other comment and see where I had to go to the other playoff games. And this, I get it. You said, Shane says, I can't make any.
I got to address this. Daryl Ligon, those was not trash stats, and those was not against no prevent defense. People only do that in Madden. Listen to me, Dak Prescott is second in the NFL in 2006 in comebacks. Why would they put prevent defense on a guy like Dak? Listen to me. There is no garbage stats in the NFL. You want to know why? Because comebacks are real. If you were a Cowboy fan long enough, then you remember Tony Romo, who also led the league in NFL in comebacks. And we all know, down by 7 points, Tony Romo come running on that field. I didn't drop my phone. When them shoulder pads started jigging like that, you knew something was about to pop in. So don't you sit up here and try to act like no garbage stats, because we know that don't exist. That's BS in the mug. And to be honest with you, think about this. If they was BS stats, your defense was still giving up touchdowns.
Yeah.
Your defense gave up 4 touchdowns in the second half, dog.
In a row.
So what is you talking about? If they was garbage stats, Green Bay was still scoring. The biggest touchdown of the game was in the second half. Yeah. When you said it was garbage.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, bro, no, just say it, bro. Just give your freaking quarterback some credit. I promise you, Dak was not sitting Thursday night looking at film on the Green Bay Packers saying, we need to be prepared to be down 7 points before I even step on the field.
Yeah.
And then also, what does Dak have to do with your defense giving up 7? Well, actually, it was 6 straight touchdowns. Your defense gave up 6. How else do you score 48 points?
Yeah.
Did they make a 20-pointer, OG?
No.
There's no 20-pointers in football?
There's momentum, but there's momentum in football.
Okay, were they going for 8? Was they going?
No, they didn't need to, because they were scoring every trip.
So you mean they actually scored 7 touchdowns?
Yeah.
7 in an NFL game. 7 in an NFL game.
And just go back. When you started off 7-0, it took the air out the building. It took the steam away. They scored 2 straight touchdowns. It's 14-0. The air is gone out of the building. There's a such thing called momentum. It's just the truth. You look up at the scoreboard, it's already at halftime, 28 or whatever it was. I mean, come on now. We got to act like we know what we're talking about. There's a comment in here that said, I think it was my brother Shane, who said that, he can't make excuses for Dak anymore. He sometimes look like a deer in headlights. Okay. So I won't look at the Green Bay game because that wasn't all on Dak. But I'll go to one that was closer, which was the 49er game in San Francisco, which we lost 19-12. All right. But now you got to go inside the game. 19-12 at the time, I believe we played the 49ers. We had the number 1 offense in the league. The number 1 offense in the league, I think, we didn't put up 12 points. Okay. Number 1, since we say we look like a deer in the headlights, number 1, San Francisco was the number 1 defense in the league. And we all know how great they were.
At home.
And they were at home. Okay. So this team was not used to giving up a lot of points. All right. But let's go back inside the game. It's kind of like the Cowboys last year, at the beginning of last year. Y'all remember how we were blowing teams out? All right. Remember, they broke Tony Pollard's leg, right? All right. They were scared to run the ball from that point on. And we were successful in running the ball. They made us one-dimensional. What happens when a team or defense makes an offense one-dimensional? Is it really that successful? I mean, we just saw this last year with us, beating up teams last year. We lost Pollard, and they just acted like we couldn't run the ball at all, period. So y'all forgot that? So did Dak make the play? Did he make the play? No, I guess you want to say he didn't make the play that got us over the hump. But that a lot of things were taken away. And that's bad coaching as well, too, I may add. You still had Malik Davis that was there. You still had Zeke still there. They refused to make it. They made it a one-dimensional game. Now, the other part, that the San Francisco playoff game in Dallas, y'all gonna blame that on Dak? Or we gonna blame that on bad clock management? Which one? You can't have it both ways. Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember the ref getting in the way? Y'all remember that? How often do that happen? Come on now. So I understand people people don't like Dak. I get it. I understand. But when you really be truthful with the thing and really look at it, come on now. We got to do better than that. Dak has no matter where you want to look at it, Dak has a winning record. A great, pretty good record. Whatever metric you want to use, he has a lot of touchdowns. A lot of touchdowns against winning teams. Is that what y'all want to say? I just read it to you. And he has a lot of wins over winning teams as well. And he's 22, and I'll give you, it says 22 and 25 over his career against winning teams that finished the year at over 500. Okay, 22 and 25. I ain't pulled up Drew Brees, but I guarantee you his record is about the same. I ain't pulled up Peyton Manning's the whole thing. I guarantee you it's almost the same. Peyton Manning was known, if y'all forgot, for those of us that remember, Peyton Manning was known as a regular season quarterback. Y'all didn't say nothing about him. Maybe because he was winning all those MVPs. But Peyton Manning wasn't winning no Super Bowl. He wasn't winning Super Bowls. He always lost to Brady and Ray Lewis. All those guys. Peyton Manning didn't get nowhere, but Peyton Manning was winning MVPs left and right. Regular season. Y'all didn't say nothing about that, though.
Somebody said Dak was missing too many wide open receivers. Bro, he had 402 yards.
What are you talking about?
He had 402 yards. So basically what you're saying is Dak should have had 600 yards in a real NFL game. What are you talking, bro? Dak should have threw for 500 yards in a playoff game. He had 402 yards.
Yeah.
He had two receivers over 100 yards and a tight end at 98 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Well, Darrell Liggins, you say he playing in the weak NFC East. What did Tom Brady play in for 20 years?
The NFC East was not weak.
I know it wasn't. But Darrell, what I need you to have the same energy in asking my question, since I just answered yours. What did Tom Brady play in the AFC East for 20 years?
He played against the Jets. He played against the
Dolphins,
and he played
in Buffalo.
The Buffalo.
And please, and let's not act like those were powerhouses.
The best.
I ain't talking about who were the quarterbacks. I mean, they had all of them had many of them.
Facts.
We ain't talking about Josh Allen. We ain't talking about Tua, and we ain't talking about Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
The Jets and the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. None of them were even 500 hardly.
Nope.
Stop it.
The best quarterback was Mark Sanchez in that division.
Come on now.
The best quarterback Tom Brady played against in his division during his Super Bowl run was Mark Sanchez. That played for the Jets. And guess what? You can say whatever you want to say, but it's true. You can't denounce that it's true.
You can't deny it.
And guess what? Dak played in a division where he had a playoff team in the Eagles who were just
He played against a Hall of Fame quarterback in Eli Manning, which he will be eventually. Eli Manning will be in the Hall of Fame. If you're a Hall of Fame quarterback, you're pretty good. Okay, I know y'all. It is what it is. He played against the Eagles, who won some years of the division. Right? He played against the Eagles. Brady didn't play nobody. Y'all, I need the same energy. Cause he won. They'll say, "Oh my God, Brady won the division 16 times or whatever in the AFC East." I realized Brady was great. I understand that. I recognize him as probably the best of all time. I give him that. I can't take it from him. He got too many diamonds on his hand to say that he wasn't. I'm not saying he wasn't, but you just can't say the NFC East was weak when you had a quarterback that feasted off the AFC East for 20 years. You just can't do that.
Yep. And guess what? If Dak wasn't in this division, Philadelphia would be doing the same thing. You want to know why? Because the only thing that's separating us between the Philadelphia Eagles right now is your quarterback.
It's your quarterback.
Because guess what? They've had an MVP style quarterback before, and he doesn't have this type of dominance over any type of division. He's not viewed like Dak is viewed. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what? I like guys like Darrell Liggins. They're last of the Mohicans when it comes to Dak Prescott. Because even the rest of the NFL feels that Dak. Listen to me. The rest of the NFL felt that he was the second best player in the NFL. That's what the rest of the NFL said. Because you know the MVP voting, you know that's not a Cowboy vote, right? That's against all players in the NFL. He was second in voting. Now imagine this. I wonder who was second in voting the year Michael Jordan won MVP. I wonder if they said he was trash. Somebody give me that. Somebody tell me that. Tell me who was the second MVP.
I can name one off the top. Clyde Drexler was one.
So was Clyde? Ooh, I remember when Shaq. No. Better example. You guys want to know why Kobe Bryant only has like 2 Finals MVP? You want to know why? Because every year he played with Shaq won.
Yeah.
You guys tell me every year that Shaq won MVP, guess who was second? Kobe Bryant, his teammate.
Yeah.
Y'all want to tell me Kobe was trash?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how Dak can be second in MVP voting in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
And he's a shit show?
Yeah. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
The rest of the league don't even agree with you.
And y'all got it wrong. Today's topic for those that came in was not about all of that. We started talking about the dominance of Dak Prescott in the NFC East. Only thing I said about Tom Brady was how dominant he was over the AFC East. I realized he beat everybody else to get to the Super Bowl. I understand that.
Yeah, but
all I'm trying to do is say, I'm trying to say that Tom Brady didn't have nobody in this division, which is the reason why New England Patriots won the division dang near every year. Hey, that's all I was saying.
And guess what happens when you win the division every year? You get a home playoff game. So what if I told you that you're gonna win the division 15 times over your career, guaranteeing you 15 home playoff games? That means no matter how hard the playoffs is, it's gonna have to start at your house.
Yeah,
bro. What is we talking about?
Yeah, it's nothing to talk about.
Somebody said pick in his red zone, bro. Josh Allen has led the league in red zone turnovers. What are you talking about?
If Dak Prescott had Josh Allen stats, y'all would really be going crazy. Put it that way. Because y'all do realize.
2 interceptions at home in a playoff game. Why do you think Stephon Diggs was throwing his helmet on the sideline? He was not throwing his helmet on the sideline because he was happy with his quarterback. I promise you. He was not saying, Josh Allen was the best. I promise you he wasn't.
I hate to do this, but you brought up something, so I looked at it while you were talking.
Diggs wanted out of Buffalo.
Yeah, glad he left. Glad he left. Listen to this, Wes. You just said something because everybody knows who the MVPs were, at the time. They don't know, all they remember is the winner. But you just said something. Just because you come in second place, does it make you trash? So I just went back to Michael Jordan's first MVP award. I just looked at it. Since, everybody know Michael was a unanimous MVP that year. Second place was Magic Johnson. Is he trash? Third place was Larry Bird. Is he trash? Fourth was Akeem Olajuwon. Is he? Y'all catching the picture. Fifth was Charles Barkley. Is that trash? Sixth was Patrick Ewing. Seventh was Clyde Drexler. Eighth was Karl Malone. Ninth was Josh Stockton. 10th was Dominique Wilkins. Last time I checked, every one of them are in the Hall of Fame. So you don't have to win it all to be the man. I mean, come on, y'all. So stop trying to kill Dak because he was second in MVP. Stop it.
And let me bring it currently to you, right?
Yeah.
Here are the 5 players that got voted MVP, right? 5 players: Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson. Out of those 5 players, why is Dak the only one that's trash?
Yeah, because y'all praise Purdy.
How is that?
Y'all.
Out of the top 5 players, Dak is the only one that people view as trash.
Huh? You don't say that about Purdy. You definitely don't say that about Christian McCaffrey. You don't say it about Josh. He's crazy. Y'all don't say that about Josh Allen at all. And yet,
about Lamar.
You definitely don't say it about Lamar. But when it comes to Dak Prescott, oh my God. How is he even the MVP? He's the 12th best quarterback in the NFL. That's what everybody, Oh, okay. You say, did you forget Green Bay? That's why. Okay, did you forget? Okay, since that's your standard. Eastside, did you forget that Lamar Jackson lost at home in his playoff game?
And still won the MVP.
Did you forget that since y'all like to throw out Dak Prescott, anybody in here want to look up Lamar Jackson, the 2-time MVP of the league, look up his career record in the playoffs? Do we want to go that route? Because, see, numbers don't lie. I think he's 2-4, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's 2-4. He ain't won but 2 games himself. But the narrative done changed, ain't it? Huh? When we say Dak, he's 2-5. But when we say Lamar Jackson, you say, oh God, Lamar's the man. Don't worry about it. I'm finna look it up. Cause see, y'all not right. Y'all not right. Let me look it up real quick.
Listen, I want to read this. Right here. It says Dak Prescott seems destined for a career of underappreciation.
Oh, he already did.
Much like Tony Romo, being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys naturally leads to extreme pressure. But despite this, Prescott flourished in 2013 in a way we haven't seen him before. Leading the NFL with 36 passing touchdowns, Prescott also set career highs in completion percentages, passing rating, and TD to interception ratio. The ending to the Cowboys season may have been a letdown, but their failing as a team had nothing to do with the man under center.
Mm.
There are other quarterbacks.
I don't want to hear that.
Listen. There are more quarterbacks more worthy of the MVP in 2023. But if nothing else, this should lead to Prescott being appreciated more as truly one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL who is routinely rated too low.
I don't want to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2-time MVP, Lamar Jackson, is 2-4 career in the playoffs.
Hey, listen to this.
Why can't I get the same energy for that? Why? You don't hear that. You don't hear ESPN at First Take say about Lamar, he 2-4. Y'all don't hear that. You don't hear that. Y'all don't say that.
Hey, listen to what they say. Listen what they say about Josh Allen. Josh Allen, Bills quarterback Josh Allen had somewhat of a roller coaster year. The turnovers in the middle record led to a firing of then offensive coordinator Ken Dorsey. That's the first sentence.
Uh, I just want to, Josh is known for having ESPN highlight reels, but here's the bottom line. Y'all just talking about the interception that he throws, which is always over double digits. But you ain't counting all the fumbles that he had because he run the ball too. The man is responsible dang near for almost 20 turnovers per year. Right at 20 turnovers, interceptions and fumbles per year. And if Dak Prescott had done that, y'all would be going completely crazy, man. Huh? I'm just saying. I wish y'all had the same energy since y'all love Lamar Jackson so much, because I don't hear this same venom when he has the same record as Dak Prescott. You don't hear nothing about how Baltimore blow up every year. You don't hear that. They don't lead off first take with that. Matter of fact, they don't even talk about Baltimore. They'll just say that Baltimore lost. But then when Dallas lose, it's a whole hour and a half worth of analysis on that and about, can Dak Prescott do it? Can I hear somebody say, can Lamar do it? That's all I'm saying. Can I hear somebody say that? It is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, man. Hey, listen to me, man. We really, this show was good, man. And the purpose of this show is, man, to show the importance, man. To show some importance of what Dak does for this team. You know what I'm saying?
Let's close it out this way, Dak. Wes.
That was random. That was a random thing I just found right now.
Yeah, you just said that, but let me leave y'all with a question before Wes closes it out. Since y'all can't stand Dak Prescott so much, let me ask y'all this question. Where would since Dak has led, or however you want to say it, 7 out of the 9, this will be his 9th year. So that means 7 out of the 8 years he's been in the playoffs. So that means that the year that he got hurt, that means they didn't make it. Okay. So here's my question. Since y'all say we don't have a defense until last couple of years, and since most of y'all say we don't have a running game, where would this organization be if Dak Prescott wasn't under center? I'll leave y'all with that.
Yeah, man. And shout out to the dude that said Dak only loses in the first round because we actually made it to the second round twice. He just wasn't a Cowboy fan then. But hey, man, I love y'all, man. I love y'all, but y'all irritate me, man. Hey, what am I playing?
That boy, that crazy. Hey, if Dak Prescott would have been there, guess what? We would have been in the lottery.
Facts.
We've been driving the top 10 every year.
I mean, who ended Tom Brady's career? Who put him out the playoffs? He never. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, we're gonna talk about a coup situation. That boy Brandon a coup. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow, man. We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes, man. You guys we thank you guys for tuning in and watching, man. Hey, make sure you guys tap in with us tomorrow. We will be live, same bat time, same bat channel.
One more thing, Wes. Tune in with me tonight, 7 o'clock Central. I'll be on tonight. Live, 7 o'clock tonight. The Big Time Show will be live. If you subscribe to my channel, turn on that live notification button. I will be with you guys on tonight. It's in less than 5 hours. 7 o'clock tonight. Y'all come back and hang with me tonight.
Hey, send me a link. If I don't jump on, I'll at least put my channels on there.
Okay, I got you.
All right, but hey, man, you guys already know what it is. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Never look down because